Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Start of a new week's fantastic sports week coming up. I mean, there's the EuroLeague final, there is the Eurobasket Final Four starting, uh, Super Rugby, Investor Cup final. I mean, it's all the championships in Germany, Italy, France, Spain, and England are all going to be ending. So, going to be looking interesting. But I got a lag this morning. So, 1 second. Oh, yeah, because I've got too many things open this morning. It's just too many things open this morning. Here we go. There we go. Looking at, I think it should get better by the second. I'm just closing. Yes. I forgot this morning that I've got a hell of a lot of things open. Okay. So I hope that's a lot better. Let me know. Should be better, right? Close one more. There you go. Is the lag better? Oh, let me go have a look quickly. Let me go have a look in the chat quickly. Come on. Can't get the chat here. We'll try it again. All right. It is what it is. All right. But listen here. Let's get straight into things. I just checked through the chat this morning. We have some new people in there. John, Alfredo, Alfredo Di Stefano, Sandra van der Merwe from Botswana, Alfredo Di Stefano from Italy, I guess from Milano because I saw he's an Inter fan, and John, salute you from Alaska. So those are the guys that are in here. I do know that you're also from the base. I saw the chat. And for everybody else that's in there, fantastic. I just want to see what tell me about it. Our poll is doing, because I've just switched off the chat here to make sure there's no lag. There we go. Wayne is in the house. Oh, Verniesel, Dion, Duffy. All right. Caitlin Fredericks. How are you doing, Naked Wayne? What's up, man? What's up? So let's get straight into the sports for this morning, because there's a lot of sports to get into this morning. And just going to make sure. There you go. So we talk Formula One. Then we go through all the North American sports, football, golf, sumo, ice hockey world championships, and a little bit of updates on rugby and all that stuff. So let's get straight into it. No time to be wasted. It's Monday morning. It's 7:03. So let's do it. Let's start with the Premier League this weekend. Yes. Chelsea beat Man U 1-0. Aston Villa beat Tottenham 2-0. So the 2 Euro League final teams not on a good run in the Premier League, 16th and 17th in the league, but who cares if we win it on Wednesday? I'll be happy. Everton beat Southampton 2-0. Nottingham Forest keep their challenge up for the for the Champions League 2-1. Brentford lost to Fulham 3-2. Leicester beat Ipswich 2-0. Shout out to Jamie Vardy. He scored there. That is his last home game for Leicester. Arsenal beat Newcastle 1-0 and secured a Champions League spot. And the other games are tonight or tomorrow. So that was a little bit in England. Remember, tomorrow is Table Tuesday. I will update all tables tomorrow. Don't worry. Then we look at La Liga. That's also hotting up there. But those races are all basically run. Atletico Madrid beat Real Betis 4-1. Barcelona lost 2-3 to Villarreal. So that secured Villarreal's Champions League spot. All the other results are out there. I'm not going to go through all of them this morning. You guys can check them out yourselves. They are on screen. There are some more results there for you. I do see Real Madrid did win yesterday. What else? Atletico Club Bilbao, they also won. So, yeah, looking good there. Then in Italy, shout out to all the Italians there. It is hotting up big time in Italy. Roma beat Milano 3-1, so they're looking good for a Champions League spot. But that's not the important part of the year. It comes. Inter drew to Lazio, and Naples drew to a terrible Parma team 0-0. So that is going to go all the way to the last day of the season. Check out Table Tuesday tomorrow to get more information on that. Then we got a shout out to the Chelsea ladies. They've beaten my Manchester United ladies. They're 3-0 in the FA Cup final. So the Chelsea women won the women's FA Cup final. Crystal Palace won the men's FA Cup final. So, yeah, looking good for all those teams. Well done to Crystal Palace. I think it's the first trophy in 120 years. So, their first trophy ever. So, the people that are around to see that are in a very privileged position if you're a Crystal Palace fan, you are the first people in 120 years to see your team win something. Then, don't forget, on Wednesday it is our EuroLeague final. Manchester United against Tottenham. I was going to say two fantastic teams. Listen here, it's shit against shitter. Let's see who wins it, and let's see who gets into the Champions League next year. Then we got to move into the Formula One yesterday, and Max Verstappen showed his ruthless side yesterday, just bossing the whole field, overtaking these young drivers. Max is going to kill you if you just let him do what he wants. So Verstappen won in front of Norris and Piastri. Lewis Hamilton did very well for Ferrari, came in fourth. Alex Albon, great result there for the Williams driver, in fifth. Charles Leclerc in sixth. George Russell in seventh. Another Williams in eighth. Carlos Sainz. Isaac Hadjar in ninth. And Yuki Tsunoda picks up a point for Red Bull in 10th. But I will leave that out there and we'll just put Max out there. Max doing his stuff. Great drive by Max Verstappen. Great drive for Max Verstappen. Let's quickly have a look at the driver standings. It's Piastri out front in front of Norris and Verstappen. Still a nice lead there from Piastri, so he doesn't have to worry at the moment. And McLaren way out in front there, ahead of Mercedes and Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship. But if you want to know more about that Grand Prix of Imola, go check out the update that Vern and Ryan did, the Imola Grand Prix review update, whatever you want to call it. It is out. Check out that video. Very, very interesting. Then we move into the world of wrestling, better known as sumo. And here we go. Everybody get your tissues out so you can start laughing. I only do the top of the table. I don't do mediocrity. So here we go. Takayasu, he lost to Abe. Oho lost to Wata Takakage. Daiashu beat Kirishima. And the man of the hour, the only unbeaten wrestler left in the sumo there in Tokyo, Onosato beat Haradomi. Tamawashi, he lost to Kota Sakura. And Hoshuru beat Takarafuji. There you go. Got those names. I'm getting those names down, man. I've been watching a lot of sumo lately. So, yeah, looking good there for Onosato. Can he become Yokozuna? Let's see what's coming up today for the top flight wrestlers. Abe will take on Watatakage. Takafuji will take on Kirishima. Daeshu will take on Tamawashi. Takayasu will take on Kota Sakura. Onosato will take on Ura. And Horushu will take on Ishii Yamamoto. There you go. Hey, listen, I'm getting good at this. I know I'm not going to even watch the chat. I know there's laughter coming from the peanut gallery there in Basel where Vern works. Don't forget the quarterfinals are set in the URC. And yes, my Sharks are there. Vern's Stormers are there. And it worked out perfectly. We did our voodoo and it worked out. So the Warriors will take on the Stormers. Stormers will win. The Bulls will take on Edinburgh. The Bulls will win. Leinster will take on Scarlets, and the Scarlets must win. And the Sharks will take on Munster. And of course, we're going to chum the waters and destroy Munster. So that is going to be the lineup for the URC. That is not this Saturday. Saturday, a week afterwards. Let me just quickly go see. Yeah. Let's have a look. All right, my wife just let me know that it was lagging at the beginning. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. 78 people in the poll. That is fantastic. Love that. So Vern Isel is laughing. No sock at the moment, just for you, Vern. Oh my lord. So that is coming up. But if you want to know more, tomorrow our rugby update show will come out tomorrow evening. Check it out. We've got the Japanese League's playoff, URC, Top 14, Gallagher Premiership, and the Super Rugby, and some other information on internationals and stuff that are coming up. So please check that out. But now we move to something close to my heart. The Ice Hockey World Championships are going on in Sweden and in Norway. In Denmark. Sweden and in Denmark. Precisely in Stockholm and in Herringen. There you go. So let's have a look at the results from last night. From yesterday, Austria beat Slovenia 3-2. The United States beat Kazakhstan 6-1. Latvia, now that is a big surprise, beat Slovakia. Slovakia is doing shit in this tournament. Big surprise. Slovakia not doing well at home. And then we thrashed those boys from Hungary. The Swiss thrashed them 10-0, man. 10 freaking 0. And of course, the legend, the man of the hour, the most decorated ice hockey player at the World Championships with the most games ever. This man had a hat trick. My man, Andres Ambul. He does play his club hockey for Tavors. This man is unbelievable. My favorite hockey player of all time. So he gets a golden star from me. I could have given him 20 golden stars. The man was fantastic. He's 41 years old and he is showing the young boys how it's done. Andres Ambul, what a player, man. What a player. Then let's look what's coming up today in the ice hockey. Of course, there's a rest day for the Swiss because after 10-0 you get a rest day. Slovenia will take on France. Germany and Czechoslovakia at 4 o'clock. That's going to be a big one. I'm going to try to watch a little bit of that. That's going to be epic because that's going to decide a lot. Germans lose this one, then it's all down to the last day. Canada against Finland should be very interesting. Finns are qualified for the quarterfinals, but they're not. Their engine is not running smoothly, and that's stuttering. And Hungary against Norway, that's, I think, the wooden spoon being played out there. Let's have a look at those tables quickly. In Group A, you have Sweden, Canada, and Finland definitely qualified. Looking very, 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 very good for Latvia. But that last game is going to be interesting. It's going to be Latvia against Austria. So that's going to be basically a final for those two. Whoever wins will get into the quarterfinals. I'm hoping for Austria so that it's going to be Switzerland against Austria. So we can give you one hell of a beating. Then afterwards, in the other group, Group B, it is, of course, the Swiss on top. The world championship in waiting. Actually, if we become world champions, me and Vince said we're going to the airport. You have the Czech Republic in 2. You have Germany in 3. They're all USA in 3. They're all qualified. And then it's going to probably be between Germany and Denmark. Last game, that'll be a final for them as well. So that is the ice hockey. Then we move into our North American sports block. Oh, and there was some crazy stuff going on yesterday. Let's start with the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to my boy there, Tommy from Tulsa, big Thunder fan. They beat the Denver Nuggets. No, let me rephrase. They destroyed, thrashed, annihilated, killed, whatever you want to call it. The Nuggets 125-93. It doesn't even look that bad, 125-93, but it was way worse because the Thunder took off their starting 5 a long time before the end of the game. So, what does that mean for the basketball? That means we have our conference playoff finals. It will be the Indiana Pacers against the New York Knicks. I don't think anybody had those two teams in the conference finals. Everybody must, Cleveland, Boston, but they're all out. Minnesota is going to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's going to be a fantastic series. That's the series of the young guns going against each other. So let's see what comes out. I'm definitely hoping for a Minnesota against New York final. That would be something fantastic. But if it's Indiana against OKC, I do not care. Then, hey, we'll just quickly put this in between. It is the Final Four of the EuroLeague basketball in Abu Dhabi. That starts Friday night. Both games live here. First, we'll start with Panathinaikos against Fenerbahce, and afterwards it will be Olympiacos Piraeus against Monaco. All games live on this channel. Moving to the ice hockey, and another Game 7 and another thrashing. The reigning champion Panthers knocked off the Toronto Maple Leafs. The last Canadian team is via con Dios. So the Panthers got through. They are in the finals of the conference finals, and let me have a look what that... So it's going to be the Florida Panthers. Oh, sorry, there is one Canadian team. I forgot about those Oilers. Ooh, sorry about that. The Panthers will take on the Hurricanes. The Florida Hurricanes against the Carolina Panthers. That's like almost like a derby because they're really close to each other. And the Dallas Stars will take on the Edmonton Oilers. So let's see who gets into the final there. Then Ronnie's in the house. All right. Then we move to the Major League Baseball. Big night in baseball, 15 games. So let's go through them quickly. Houston Astros, Texan Rangers, 4-3. The Braves beat the Boston Red Sox 10-4. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, let me just say one thing. Astros, Rangers, Texas Derby, right? Pirates against the Phillies, 1-0 for the Phillies. The Washington Nationals beat the Baltimore Orioles 10-4. That's kind of like a derby as well. The Tigers beat the Blue Jays 3-10. The Guardians lost to the Reds 1, 2, 3. In the Battle of Florida, the Tampa Bay Rays lost to the Marlins, not the Mariners, 5-1. The Twins lost to the Brewers 2-5. Moved to the second half of that. The Cardinals lost 1-2 to the Kansas City Royals. In the Subway Series, it's called the Subway Series because you get with the subway between New York Mets and the Yankees thrashed the Mets 8-2. The Oakland Athletics lost 3-2 to the San Francisco Giants. That's another derby. That's basically the derby of the Bay Area in San Francisco. Then we have the California derby. The California Angels beat the Dodgers 6-4. The Rockies lost 1-0 to the Diamondbacks. The Mariners beat the Padres 6-1. And the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Well, the Cubs beat the White Sox in another derby. I think the Major League Baseball set that up quite nice. 6-2. So that is the results. A lot of, big rivalries were played out this week. Here, just a quick list here now. This is an Excel list to tell you what's all coming up. Check that out. Make a screenshot of it. This is all coming up in the next 7 days on this channel. You have the EuroLeague final. You have the Darts Premier League last night. You have Super Rugby games. You have the Eurobasket, more Super Rugby, the Investec final, the Premier League's last game, Man United against Aston Villa, and then, of course, the EuroLeague final on Sunday evening. So make a screenshot of that and you'll know even more. Or just hit the notification button on the channel and it's all yours. Now we move to something. PGA Championships in golf. Let's have a look at those results. Yes, it was Scotty Scheffler, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. He just destroyed the field on the final day. So Scotty Scheffler took the first spot, English the second, Bryson DeChambeau the third spot. Check that out. So let's shout out to our man there. Scotty Scheffler wins his third major. Yeah, that's why I put out that poll this morning to see who's Paul Terry in the house. Jackass goes to FC Basel team for losing against you. Which jackass is that, Ryan? Anybody who mentioned that? I didn't mention that. Okay. There you go. So Scotty Scheffler doing well there. Well done to Scotty Scheffler. That's our poll for this morning. All about the golf. Then I wanted to do this before and I forgot. I didn't change the thing. Just want to show you guys what's happening in the home runs there. In the home runs for the Major League Baseball, you have Shohei Ohtani with 16. He's leading the way. Shohei, the Japanese wonder. So shout out to all my boys there in Japan and girls. Then we have a look at the batting average, and there it is. Aaron Judge with the best batting average on 401. That means he hits 40% of all his shots. That's quite a high average. And then bases stolen. I like this bases stolen. It always reminds me of the film The Cleveland Indians with Willie Mae Hayes. But now it's Lewis Robert Jr. from the Chicago White Sox. That's how that man looks. He's stolen the most bases with 17. So congratulations to him. But so that is our roundup for this morning. I just thought I'd do that. Let's have a look what's coming up here. So Paul Terry was in the house. Oh, he's a Red Sox fan, obviously. We had Ronnie, CV19, that's Ryan, Wayne, Renizel, Isa, Dion, Duffy Duck, AKD, Fabrizio. Too many for me to go through. And I wouldn't do everybody justice. Just let's have a look at the poll. We had the poll. Scotty Scheffler won the poll. 38% think he's going to make it. 79 votes this morning. Fantastic, fantastic. Listen, you guys, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And please join me, all of you again. That'll be fantastic. We want to get a poll one day that gets to 100 votes. So keep on coming, keep on coming. And welcome to all those new people that came in this morning. That was John from Alaska, Alfredo Di Stefano from Milano, I think, and Sandra van der Merwe from Botswana. So shout out to all of you. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, be happy, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.